sir, this is your espresso and the files for Mr. Hans. Deal with us. Without looking at you, he took the cup of espresso, the files only nodding in response. For a while there was a complete silence as you stood there. Why didn't he say anything? Did he even check the files or not? I don't know why I feel scared. Maybe because of his rude behavior. Taehyung checked the file and was about to say something when someone interrupted, asking for permission to enter into his office. As he granted the permission, Nia entering into his office. Nia approaching Taehyung's desk. Sir, do you need anything? As Taehyung looking at him with angry eyes, she quickly stands there while looking at her. Oh, what kind of person is she? She is really don't like other girls. Nia walking towards Taehyung. Sir, I just come here. Taehyung looking at her with cold behavior. I don't want to waste my time to speak up. Kia stopped in her track but smirked as she handed over the report and some document to Taehyung. Just as she was lost in thoughts, Taehyung's sharp voice broke through. Taehyung, check in Mr. Han's project files. Place your report on my desk and then leave. Taehyung, with his cold behavior, as he raised an eyebrow, did you not hear me? She quickly nodded, placed the report on his table, and with a disappointed face, she turned to leave. However, when her eyes landed on you, she hesitated and looking at you with a weird face. So she is Taehyung's peer, personal assistant. She is not as much beautiful as I am. Taehyung, in deep voice, didn't I tell you to leave? Why are you still here? Nia, yes sir, I am going. With that, she hurriedly out of the office while you stood there. You, what is her problem with me? I can't understand anything. Taehyung placing the files on the table, then looking at you and speaking in a soft tone. So, Miss Wan, your work is for today is done. You can go. You, yeah, sir, thank you. You leave the office happily. As Taehyung watched you smile, he smiled silently to himself. Taehyung, she is really so cute. Othapo, you have been working with Taehyung for the past 2 years, and he has never gotten angry at you. He always speaks you nicely because he is impressed by your hard work and dedication for work. Taehyung suddenly remembered how Nia was looking at you. I have to do something. After receiving a taxi 30 minutes into your journey, you finally arrive home. As you step into the home, you are shocked to hear a loud crying sound from the living room. You rush over and quickly take the baby from your mom, Van, gently rocking the baby in your arms. Oh, my little baby, why are you crying? Mama is here, baby. Loudly crying, Van, looking at your mom, confused. Mom, did he drink his milk or not? Mom, he already had his milk, but I have no idea why is he crying. Van, please stop crying, baby. What happened? Did someone steal your candy or someone get angry on you? Tell me, continue rocking baby in your arms, praying that baby will fall asleep, but instead he cries even louder, making you even more tense. Van, at this point I might start crying too. Please stop, baby. You and your mom both try your best to stop the baby from crying, but he wouldn't calm down. Finally, after giving him medicine for stomach ache, he settled down and fell asleep peacefully. Mom looking at you, then at Jiwoo. Is he asleep? Why, yes. You went towards the bedroom after making Jiwoo sleep in the crib, then went towards the kitchen to help your mom make dinner. Time skip tonight. You are lying on the bed, and after taking Jiwoo out of the crib, he is also lying beside you. Looking at his peaceful sleeping face, you smile silently. When my baby Jiwoo, you will never cry because whenever I see tears in your eyes, I feel bad. You gently kiss Jiwoo's face, admiring how adorable he looks while sleeping. Your heart filled with happiness when you see Jiwoo smiling. When I will always stay with you. Looking at Jiwoo, Author Poe. It's been 2 years since you're divorced from your husband. Jiwoo's father, he want to marry another woman, his ex, so you left him. At that time, you didn't know anything. When your mom found out, she talked to Taehyung's mother, who was her best friend, and asked her if she could help you find a job. Taehyung's mother requested her son to hire you as a PA, but he said no, he always hire employee based on their hard work or dedication for work. So he instead on interview you first. After the interview, he select you because he impressed by your work and confidence. You start working for Taehyung, and few months later, happiness start to come into your life. Taehyung even gave you some time off to rest. Now Ju is 1 year old and poor. After completing his busy schedule, Taehyung finally arrived into his bedroom. As soon as he entered, he quickly threw himself on the bed, spreading his arms and staring at ceiling. Taehyung, today was such a busy day. I didn't even get to eat lunch because of my emergency meeting with Mr. Han at noon. As he recalled the meeting, he suddenly realized you didn't even eaten your lunch either. Taehyung quickly sitting up on the bed, ruffling his hair. I'm so stupid. I didn't even remember that Ryan and I both skipped lunch because of me. She had to stay hungry all the day. I should be taking care of her. She has a baby to look after, but she is stupid too. Should I call her or not? I don't know. What should I do now? Author poor, he felt guilty knowing that because of him you hadn't eaten. You were a mother. How could he let you stay hungry just because of some meeting? For the first time, he felt sad for someone. Glancing at the wall clock, he realized it was already 12:30 a.m. He sighed, no, this isn't the right time to call her. She is probably asleep. First I made her stay hungry at work, and now I disturb her sleep. No, it's not good. With a heavy sigh and still felt guilty, he lay down on the bed, saying, from now on I will take care of her more than I, I was taking care of her in past days. Time skip to the next morning. After packing your lunch for work, having breakfast with your baby, you call out for your mom while loudly, Mom, Mom, come here and take Jihu, Mom. While calling for your mom, Jihu was in your arms and you gently rock him in your arms. As soon as your mom heard you, she quickly rushed into the living room where you were standing. While Mom, Jihu, Mom, hurriedly looking little tense. Dear, I am sorry, but I have to go to the hospital urgently. Why an hospital? Wait, why? Is everything okay? Mom shaking her head. No, your aunt had a minor accident with her car, so I need to be there for a few days. When I understand, but Mom placing a hand on your shoulder, you can take a few days off from the office. I'm sure Taehyung won't say no once. He knows about our condition. Before you could say anything, your mom hurriedly ran out of the door, leaving you standing there, lost in thoughts. Fine, but how can I take a day off? I already used my 15 days off for my friend's wedding and when Jiu was sick. You look tense, but your thoughts are interrupted. When Jiu started playing with your necklace and smile, which make you smile too. And yeah, I have to talk to him about this situation. Maybe sir will understand looking at Jiu. I hope he agreed to give me a day off. You sit on the sofa while Jiu lies on the sofa too. The moment fills you with a warmth and happiness until your phone starts ringing. You wait for the pick up the call. Other side on the phone, saying in a calm, deep voice, "Hello, speak up, Miss Vine." When trying to sound normal. Sir, I hope I didn't disturb you at work. Saying no, not at all. When taking a deep breath before speaking, I need a few days off because of an emergency. My mom is leaving the house, so I need to take care of Jivu. You speak in a one breath, leaving Taehyung both shocked, silently concerned. Taehyung, Miss Vine, calm down, I understand. Vine, yes sir, I know, but there is no one here to take care of you, and I am sure you already know about Mrs. Kang, my aunt, who had a car accident, so my mom has to leave. Taehyung, leaning back in his chair, thinking about Mrs. Kang. Yeah, you are right, alright, I will grant your leave, but instead of taking complete time off, you have to work from home and feeling happy. Oh, sir, I will. Thank you so much for understanding my situation. Taehyung feeling happy after hearing your excitement. All right, calm down. Bye bye, sir. Once again, thank you. After ending the call, you happily pick up the baby and start to playing happily with him. And Taehyung uncle gave me day off, so baby, now I can spend the whole day with you. The baby giggled, his tiny hands reaching out to play with you as he laughed joyfully. After finishing the call with you, Taehyung leaned back in his chair, resting his foot on the table while silently rocking his chair, lost in thoughts. Taehyung tapping his phone against his chin. Now I have to stay in the office without Ryan again. So boring, but I guess I have no choice. Taehyung was thinking about you and your absence when suddenly a knock on the door grabbed his attention. He straightened his posture, quickly become called the person and grant permission for the person to enter into his office, shifting his focus back to his laptop. It was a Nia. Yeah, approaching Taehyung with a bow and a smile. Good morning, sir. Today I noticed that Ryan isn't coming to work again. This is my chance to impress him and spend more time with him. If I step into Ryan's position, I can stay with Mr. Kim all the day. She daydreamed to herself, feeling happy. Taehyung, good morning. Now tell me, what are you doing here this early? Nia snapping out of her thoughts at Taehyung's word. Yes, sir, I noticed that Miss Lee is about absent today, and since her work is important and demanding, I was thinking I could take over her work. Taehyung narrowing his eyes, speaking in a sharp tone. You want to take over her position for today? Nia, yes, sir, I don't want our company to suffer because of some careless people. Taehyung raising an eyebrow. So now you are calling Miss Lee, careless and yourself smart, someone who doesn't waste the company's time or money. Taehyung, then tell me, what exactly are you doing here, wasting both your and my time? Instead of focusing on your own responsibility, you are the manager of this company, so do your job. Not need to care for my PA. Nia's confident expression changed into the sadness, Taehyung's cold behavior. Lee, of course, sir, I was only trying to help you. Taehyung, leaning back in his chair, unimpressed. If you really want to help, then do the work you actually hired for. Now, not need to take care of everyone's work. Nia hesitated for a moment, but she knew better than to argue with him. Bowing silently, she turned around and walked out from the office. Nia murmuring, Van isn't even that special. Why does he always defend her? Taehyung rubbed his temple in frustration as he watched Nia. Suddenly he remembered something and called out her name again, giving her a little hope. She quickly turned back towards him, thinking he might finally give her a chance, but that hope shattered the moment he spoke. Taehyung, now sign this paper and report to your new workplace tomorrow. Nia, confused and taking the document. What is this, sir? Saying, these are your transfer papers. You have been transferred to our London's branch as a manager. Responsible employee like you are needed there. Your flight is at 8:30 p.m. tonight. I hope you don't have any objection. Nia, checking the document and looking at Taehyung with her wide, confused eyes. Sir, but this is a Taehyung. Do you have any problem? Taehyung's words make her scared. She quickly shook her head and, with no other choice, signed the document in front of him. With a heavy heart, she sadly walked out of his office. Time skipped to the afternoon. After working for at least 3 hours, you finally complete your task and felt a little relief. Meanwhile, Jiu was peacefully sleeping in the crib. When closing the laptop, finally my work is done. Now I need to make dinner before Jiu awake. You got up from your table, walking over to Jivu's crib and, with lovable eyes looking at him. On the other side, Taehyung was trying to focus on his work, but his mind kept drifting back to you, no matter how much he tried. He was stuck on just a one task, which only made him more irritated. Taehyung, ruffling his hair in frustration and placing his hand on the table. It's only been one day without wine, and I already can't focus on my work. Taehyung looked completely tired since morning. He hadn't been able to complete a single task. More than that, not seeing your face even once. So there was something he really didn't like. Taehyung signing sadly. How am I supposed to survive an entire week without her? 3 days later, you were busy doing house chores while giving Jehu some toys to play. He was happily enjoying his solo game while you focus on cleaning. Suddenly, your phone rang, grabbing both Jehu's and your attention. Without wasting time, you quickly run towards the table, pick up the phone, place it against your ear, and smoothly speak. Van, hello, sir. Good morning. Saying, yes, good morning, Miss Lee. I need to tell you something important regarding our business clients. The foreign investors are arriving today for the meeting with us. You tension up. What? But how? As far as I knew, they were supposed to come into next month. Why did they change sudden? Saying in a serious tone, they inform us that next month in their son's wedding, so they will busy for the whole month. That's why they want to finalize meeting with us today. Van, yes, I understand, but I haven't prepared anything for the meeting. Taehyung, don't worry, I already prepared the speech last night. You just need to get ready and give the presentation. Understand why and yes, but what about you? I can't leave him alone at home. Taehyung in deep voice. Don't worry about the baby. You can bring him with you. Your colleagues can look after him for a few hours while we have the meeting. I will even give them a break so they can take care of the baby properly. Why? No, okay, thank you, sir. I will be there in a few minutes. Taehyung simply response in harm and cut the call. You glance around the house, which was still a mess, and realize both you and Jiwoo were still in your night clothes. Without wasting another second, you quickly pick up Jiwoo and rush to your bedroom. You and Jiwoo both are mother and son. As Taehyung ends the call, he becomes happy and for the first time start dancing while singing a song, saying, "After so long, I will finally get to see Ryan." Other Taehyung just want to spend time with you ever since your day off. He hadn't been able to focus on his work, so he decided to reschedule the foreign investor meeting to today, ensure that you had to come to the office just so he could finally see you again. Taehyung, finally I get to see her. After a long time, Taehyung kept continued checking his office door for you. He even turned on the company's security camera footage on his phone so he could see the moment you arrived. Completely ignoring his work, suddenly his eyes land on the main entrance of the company where you were scanning your employee ID before quickly heading into the office. Taehyung, she is finally here and Jiwoo too. But I have to pretend like I wasn't waiting for her. He quickly put his phone away and focused on his laptop, pretending to check files. But in reality, he was thinking about you and Jiwoo. After entering into the office, you access Jiwoo in your arms while looking around. Many employees greet you with a warm smile. Some even come to play with Jiwoo. And good morning, everyone. Jiwoo, hearing your voice, giggle and clap in his tiny hands, making a few employee cackle. You smile at his reaction before making your way towards your table. Just as you were settling, one of your colleagues, Mina, approached you. Mina, when you are finally back, we miss you so much. And look at you. He is getting cuter every day. She gingerly pinched Jiwoo's chubby cheek, making him giggle again. You laugh and thank her before glance towards Taehyung's office. You knew you had to report to him about your arrival for the meeting. Taking a deep breath, you adjust Jiwoo in your arms and walk towards his office. Taehyung was still pretending to work, but his ear perked up the moment he heard faint footsteps approaching. Taehyung, come in. You hesitate for a second before pushing the door open. The moment Taehyung saw you, he felt a strange relief. He had missed seeing you around, but he kept his expression natural. Taehyung, you are finally here. When yes, I am arriving. As you speak, you become happy. Taehyung, feeling sad and a little jealous. While thinking about you both, but still, he's luckier than me. You'll continue talking about the presentation, but soon realize Taehyung isn't paying attention. After calling his name multiple times without response, you lightly hit the table and bring him into the reality. Taehyung, what happened? Speak up, man. When? Sir, I was just asking about the presentation you were going to give me. Taehyung, nodding while glancing at you. Yeah, I will give you them to you. Taehyung takes the presentation file from the drawer and press in front of you. The sound catches Jiwoo's attention and he suddenly giggled at Taehyung. Jiwoo, spreading his arms to going towards Taehyung. For the first time you notice Jiwoo looking so excited, go to someone other than your mother. You smile trying to calm his stubbornness, but he doesn't listen to you. However, you remember that when Jiwoo was younger, Taehyung used to help take care of him at his house with your mother while you were in hospital. Taehyung smiling, let me take care of Jiwoo. You get lost in his smile for a moment before handing Jiwoo over to him. Taehyung looking at you while gently rocking Jiwoo in his arms. Now you can focus on preparing for the painting. I will take care of Jiwoo so he won't disturb you. Van, but what about your work, sir? Taehyung, I don't have anything urgent right now, so don't transfer me. Just do your work. You nod and take the files from the table, about to leave, but Taehyung stop you. ask you to prepare for the presentation in front of him so he can suggest a few changes in the presentation speech too. You nod and sit there. The time skipped tonight. After delivering an excellent presentation to the investor, the meeting over, which started at 7:30 p.m., lasted for nearly 3 hours, and you and Taehyung come out from the meeting room. Meanwhile, Mina is taking care of Jiwoo. Taehyung sits in his chair. So you did a great job in such a short amount of time. I'm impressed by your work, Van. Van, sit on the chair, smiling. Yeah, thank you, sir. Taehyung, thank you. You are really good employee. You glance at your wristwatch and see that it's already 10:45, making you feel little tense. Van, sir, please finish this conversation quickly. I have to go. Noticing your reaction, Taehyung immediately understanding the situation before you can ask to leave. He speaks fast, leaving you in shock. Taehyung, stand up. Van, let's go. Tonight I will drop you to home. Van, shock. What, me? Taehyung, glance around. Do you see anyone else in this office beside you and me? So obviously I am talking to you. Fine, but sir, what? He is offering to drop me home. Nice, but I am also scared. What if he sees my messy house? He won't like that. And maybe getting angry on me. Taehyung wait for you to respond, but you hesitate. Taehyung, what but Ryan? Ryan, snap out from your thoughts. No, sir, there is no need to worry about me. I will get home safely on my own. You must be tired, so you should go home fast. Taehyung in a cold voice, no, it's already midnight and you are already my mom's best friend's daughter. It's my responsibility to make sure you get home safely, especially with Jiwoo. So now, without wasting more time, come with me. You are about to say something to him, but before you can say anything, he walk out of the office, take Jiwoo from Mina and start heading towards the parking lot. After driving for at least 30 minutes, you and Taehyung finally arrive home from the restaurant. He also had dinner with you because he knew must be tired from working the entire day. Taehyung glancing at you. Jiwoo has fallen asleep. Let me take Jiwoo so you can get out of the car. Van nods, handing Jiwoo to Taehyung. Turning back, you spread your arms. Now give him back. Taehyung, get out of the car, still carrying Jiwoo, leaving you shocked. I will put him in a crib because I know you can't carry him for much longer. Why, no, I can't, Taehyung, looking at you. Really? Also, Taehyung had already noticed that because of your heels, you were struggling to walk properly. With your tiredness, you might even fall, so he decided to help you. You gulp in hesitation because he's right. You really can't carry you much longer. So you nod, both of you start walking towards the main door of your home. After unlocking the door, you both step into the living room. The moment you see the messy state of it, embarrassment wash over you. Quickly you turn towards Taehyung, spreading your arms to block the view of Taehyung, but because of his tall height, he has already seen the living room's condition. Taehyung, I guess you were really tired in the morning too. Hearing his words, Van, yes, please have a seat on the sofa. Taehyung nodding. First, I will put Jiwoo to sleep in a crib. Then I will sit. You guide him to your bedroom where the crib is. Van, looking around, what will he think of me? Lazy person. You are scanning the whole living room quickly and notice that whole living room is totally messy. Now you can't access the living room and can't clean by yourself. Meanwhile, Taehyung step out of your bedroom and sit on the sofa. You head to the kitchen to make tea for both of you. Few minutes later, you return with a 2 cup of tea. You both drink in comfortable silence, but as soon after finish it, he suddenly get up from the sofa. Taehyung, let's start cleaning of the house. Fine, quickly. What, sir? You don't have to do that. I will clean my house by myself. Taehyung. No, start working now because I know with your laziness you won't do a single thing and will just go to sleep. So I will help you. Why? No, I will tell you don't have to say anything. Just start doing the choreo, saying start cleaning. So without your agreement, you also start to cleaning of the house, saying looking at you with a smile. I know you are tired, but if I finish this work today, so you will be free for a few days. 2 hours later, after finishing all the house cleaning, you were about to throw yourself on the sofa, completely tired. However, Chang was standing right beside you. Without noticing, you collapsed on the sofa, while Chang was looking at you and smiled as he see your tired face. and he was also sitting next to you. Before you both could speak to each other, the door to the living room suddenly opened. A familiar voice broke the silence. Mom, oh Taehyung, you are here. While shaking your head, no, Mom. He is here for some kind of work. You were struggling to explain yourself as your mother gave you knowing smile. Mom, I am not as a old woman that you can. Don't say freely to me. It's okay. I'm a modern woman in this latest generation. So you can freely say me that Taehyung is your BF. I don't mind. Taehyung didn't say anything, Mom, mumbling to herself. My daughter is finally starting to live her life happily. Why in shock, Mom? No. You stood there stunned while Taehyung remained completely silent, turning to him in frustration. You narrow your eyes. Why didn't you say anything to her, Taehyung, looking at you? Why would I say her anything? He thought to himself as he walked away, leaving you standing there, frustrated, confused, and completely speechless. What happened here? Why I can't understand anything. What about Jahim was not able to confess his feelings to you directly, so he told your mother instead. She already agreed with him because she knew Jahim was nothing like your first husband. He will stay with you until his last breath. His mother also supported the idea, and when she first mentioned it to you, you were completely shocked. But you rejected his proposal because of his anger, which you don't like. Your rejection mad, Taehyung said, but instead of giving up, he asked you to spend time with him, hoping you would understand him better. He explained why he acted strictly at work, because if he was not strict, no one would take their job seriously. And that's why he is always become rude. Then come his first public proposal at the company right in front of everyone, yet you still reject him. However, Taehyung noticed something different. He saw love in your eyes, which gave him strength to speak with you freely. He frequently visits your home, spending time with your mom and Jiwoo to impress you. After several proposals, you finally agree to marry him. You had seen a different side of him, the caring and kind. You realized that in front of you he never get angry. And Poe, timescape, saying, looking at you, you know, you are really so beautiful. When raising an eyebrow, really? Taehyung, yeah, you are. So if you don't mind, then I propose to you again. Van pausing for a moment, then nodding with a smile. Okay, you can. Van cackling. You are unbelievable. The end.